What's up, YouTubeites? Welcome into the Cover Price Weekly Top 10 for the week ending March 25th, 2025. As you can see, I have a full crew. I got the OGs. Chris is subbing for Lando. I have an awesome list. It's going to be a good night. Do not go anywhere.
I'm in love with the shape of you. I'm in love with the shape of you. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with the shape of you. I'm in love with the shape of you. I'm in love with your body. I'm in love with the shape of you.
Perfect. All right, it's official. It's Tuesday. I am so excited because not only do I got Chris and Marty, but we got Marky back in the house. I have not seen him since the tribute show. So let's do a quick round table. Chris, we'll start with you. How's it going?
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Happy to be here, subbing again on a Tuesday. I know I missed last week, but there's just a lot of stuff going on, and I'm looking forward to talking about comics. I don't know about you guys, but this is something that I need right now.
Yeah. I am with you. 100%.
Not want, Chris, but need, you said.
That's right. I need it.
Need.
We need some time away from this. Marty, what's good?
Oh, man, I am absolutely thrilled. We have a full panel.
Yeah.
Beautiful lady Laura, and then the amazing Dr. Yo-Yo. Not the Doctor of Love, but the Dr. Yo-Yo, right? But anyways, Marky316, my brother, man. You know, when we talk about OGs, right?
Yeah.
This man right here has been around since the beginning when YouTube was basically created, okay? I think he, you know, very close relations to Plato, Socrates. I don't know. I don't know. But nevertheless, this guy right here, I'm so happy to have him. When I shot that text out there to you, Marky, I was like, man, come on. You got, you know, Marky always comes through no matter what. It seems to line up that way. Anytime we needed him, anytime TiVo needed him, he would shoot it out. And for some miracle reason, I don't know, he was always available, man. And he always comes through for us. And here we go. I am so happy and thrilled to have this guy on here tonight. So nevertheless, back to you, Laura.
Welcome, Marky. What do you want to say?
Oh, wow. You know, damn. Well, it's good to see you all again, seriously, and definitely seeing Marty again. And all that he said, thank you, but it was all him. It was all him because of him and Ray, it was the first time I got on camera and the first time I talked to them because they were talking about a subject that we all love here, and that's what we're talking about, comics. And that's how we started this crazy journey of almost at least 10 years almost, brother. Yeah. 10 years.
Almost 10 years, man.
Where did the time go? Unbelievable. Chris, good time.
Amazing.
And I'm happy to be here. So thank you.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show, guys. I think somewhere
brother.
TiVo is watching this one and he is smiling because we got the full crew. We have an awesome list. If you were just joining, this is the Cover Price Top 10. We are looking at the most units sold and most percentage growth on the aftermarket. So in other words, you guys decide this list every single week. We do have a runners-up before we start the official list. Marty, what do we have this week?
Yeah, I get to bring it in with your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man #1, Marvel Animation Amazing Fantasy #15, Homage, published by Marvel in December of 2024. No need to refresh the page. A version of this book showed up in #1 spot this week. This is the first print, open order, cover homage to Amazing Fantasy #15. The top spot this week goes to Second Print. This is the 1 in 25 retailer incentive, which bears a resemblance to this issue. While both are sporting the same artwork, the 1 in 25 retailer incentive is fetching a hefty price on the aftermarket. While this one's current raw near mint fair market value remains at a $13 value, we track 7 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 9%, with a high sale of $15 for a raw near mint plus copy. There we go. So, I didn't really get into the newer Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1. I was into the old, 70s, 80s version of your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Do you remember those ones when it first came on? The Electric Company?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys remember that or not.
I remember.
That's old school. Yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
I mean, this still has that same, it has the heart to it. I enjoyed the show. They're really short, digestible episodes. It kind of just gives you a little bit more insight into how he became who he became later. So I liked it. It was enjoyable.
You enjoyed it? Yeah.
And I'm a sucker for Amazing Fantasy 15 homages, and this is just right up there. I just love the character of this cover. This is very well done, and I enjoyed the cartoon on Disney Plus. I think my favorite thing about this entire cover, though, is the titling up at the top. It looks like something that he sketched in homeroom during high school.
Yeah, I like it. Marky, what about you? Have you watched this show at all? Oh, you are muted, love.
I am so sorry. I've been busy. So I actually just caught up with the new Daredevil show. That I'm a little bit behind here with a couple of things. So this I have not touched yet.
I'm watching Daredevil too. I had a hard time with the first episode, but Lando's keep going. So I watched the second.
I've been hooked.
Was much better, yeah.
Oh, I'm hooked. And granted too, this is what people are buying out there right now for whatever reason, and this list is very, very heavy with you'll see Invincibles, and I'm not trying to spoil it, but you'll see a lot of Invincibles here. And this is what people are buying out there right now, and for whatever reason. So it's interesting. It's not like Marky, it's not like anything what we're used to back in the days, what we would see a lot on eBay, the Silver Ages, the Bronze Ages, and all of that we used to play.
It was the
right.
Hype. When the hype was starting, when Marvel's movies and the cinematic universe, and of course my favorite, the DC Wonderful Universe, all trying to start their whole jumpstart with the films. And yeah, anytime a new film got announced, we've seen spikes, we've seen all that, but we were mainly focused on first appearances, Silver Ages, stuff like that. And of course, keeping up with the trends with the newer stuff.
Absolutely. And the majority of the videos you saw on YouTube weren't really the newer books. I mean, you would have that weekly Wednesday haul. Yeah. But the majority of the the flexing or the books were all that Silver Age, those key issues, those grails, Yeah. That's what people were going after.
Right.
Yeah, but you still see that on Shakers. You guys, that's Thursday's hurrah. This is more just like what you're saying.
New up and coming. What is hot right now?
Exactly. What's hot? Well said. All right, guys, if you're just joining number 11, the runners up, your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1 with a top sale for a raw near mint plus $15. 7-day trend of 9%. Marky, you're up next.
All righty. Well, for number 10,
you were just talking about it.
Yes, we were just talking about Daredevil. It's Daredevil Volume 2, number 58. We've seen a top sale in a raw near mint go for 18, and it's been going up a little steadily. It's probably because of the Daredevil Born Again series that's been going on. This issue came out in May of 2004. So, and it's issue number 58, but I think the legacy they are saying is 438. So that is with that issue. And basically, Angela DeToro has already made her debut in Daredevil Born Again, as we were just talking about. That sent fans into the aftermarket for this book, just like everything else, Marty, like we've been saying, which marks her first appearance And she doesn't become the White Tiger until much later, but it's a cheap book that also marks the return of a modern age for the night nurse. Oh wow, I didn't even know that. I'm a little bit behind on my Daredevil reading, so you got to forgive me all.
Hey.
Those who watched the original Daredevil run know we got a ton of Claire. Yes, we did. And Disney isn't being too shy about bringing actors and their characters back for this new iteration of this IP. We tracked 17 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend at 1%, with a high sale of $18 for a raw near-mint copy, and the current raw fair market value of $6. So, it's creeping, just like everything else, like anything from a show, from a movie. This character shows up, boom, where did they come from? What issue and everything? Everybody looks it up and they just go out and try to get it. And with this Daredevil show, I knew it was going to be good. When they said they scrapped everything and reshot the whole damn series again to make it more of what we were seeing before, I was like, okay, this is going to be good. And then they
That's
bring
commitment, right?
That's commitment to reshoot a series again after you shot it. And then to bring in characters that we knew from the original Netflix series. And of course, bringing John Bernthal back as the Punisher, chef's kiss. That's what we wanted.
We talked about this last week too, Marky, and Laura too. I know you were gone, but we were talking about how it was such the not the fourth one, but the third episode was so intense with the scenes. There wasn't a lot of action, but the intensity of the drama of how they were just interacting with each character.
Two have on that screen, you can feel the realism, you can feel the pain. I guess they both had pain. They both dealing with pain. That's what makes them who they are as heroes. They're dealing with pain, and you feel
it was really potent.
Are you guys surprised? I don't know if this topic has ever came up, but that we would see something like the Daredevil on Disney.
I didn't think that we would get the Daredevil from the Netflix onto Disney. I thought they were going to water it down, and that's what they tried to do.
Yeah.
And then when Bob Iger came back, he said, "Oh, hell no. We're not doing it this way. No." And I think we're going to see what I think all you Marvel fans out there, I think we're going to see that turn back to where everything was going good. I'm hoping it started with the shows. I hope it starts with everything else that's about to come out. Everybody's saying, well, Captain America didn't do that well. Well, that was from before Bob Iger came back. That film was in reshoot hell. So,
very much so.
So we'll see. We'll see. And this is a good start. This is keeping us interested, at least for me.
It does seem to be that Disney is willing to take a little more risk lately, and kind of move away just from the Disney catalog. Right now that they own Fox and all the other properties, you log into Disney Plus right now, and you've got so many different shows.
Yep.
It's not the Disney Channel kids.
And you got to sign in too with your birth date and everything like that with your passcode to get that content, that more adult content. So it also keeps the kiddies safe if you don't want your youngins to watch all this stuff.
Yeah, very much true. Very much
all
true.
Right. There you go. Number 10, guys, officially kicking off the list. A few of you just hopped in, so welcome. This is number 10, Daredevil Volume 2, number 58, the direct edition with a top sale, raw near mint, $18, 7-day trend of 1%. We were just talking about the White Tiger. So what do we have next, Chris?
Next, we got White Tiger #1 by Marvel, January 2007. Okay, big show spoiler. Okay, we need to let you know there's a big show spoiler. If you have not watched the last couple episodes of Daredevil, I want you to turn off your speakers, and when it goes to the next slide, you'll know it's safe to come back.
Wait a minute. Oh, time out. Hold on. Now, there's an episode today that dropped. Are they referring to that one too?
So this is talking about last week, I believe.
Okay, gotcha.
But
Gotcha.
still, I mean, some people haven't caught up yet. And I understand that. People are busy. Lots of stuff going on, okay? So again, this is your last warning. If you don't want the last couple episodes spoiled, mute your speakers, turn them back on when
Go
we go
get a
to the
drink.
next thing.
Go get
Yeah.
a drink.
3, 2, 1. Okay. The initial incarnation of the White Tiger didn't last long in Daredevil Born Again, with Hector Alayla catching a bullet the next time that he put the costume on. We did meet his niece, however, who was young, but with much of the passion that Hector had. The amulet is still out there, so fans are theorizing that we may see her adopt the moniker by the end of the season. They started picking up this book in a hurry as the first appearance of Angela Del Toro as the White Tiger. We tracked 10 copies sold with a 7-day growth trend of 106% and a high sale of $275 for a CGC 9.8 and a near mint raw selling on average for $33. Now, I'm going to go ahead and go on the record here. If you have this book in the 9.8, sell. This is a sell sign right now because 3 months from now, you will not be getting close to $300.
Nope. No.
But I would tell you, I love this cover. I'm a big fan of white covers. Yeah, the use of negative space and all that. I'm a big fan of that. It's just hard to get in a high grade if that's what you're looking for. So seeing this for CGC 9.8 hit at 275 right now, just like Marky said, sell, man.
Sell, Mortimer, sell.
Sell before the episode drops. I tell you.
This is a David Mack cover,
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
you hit it right on the nail. Okay, and it's a great cover, but this is one of those first appearances that's going to dip and plateau. You're not even going to get a dead cat bounce, no pun intended. White Tiger, dead cat. Okay, you know what I mean? Get that? Okay, it's just going to drop down. You're going to be picking up the 9.8s for $89 in 6 months. So if you have this, sell.
Agreed. Number 9, White Tiger. Number 1, a gorgeous David Mack cover, if you ask me. This is really well done. Top sale, 9.8, $275. 7-day trend of 106%. Marty, we are back to you with number 8.
Back to me is Psylocke number 5. This is the Ben Harvey Virgin 1 in 50, published by Marvel in March of 2025. While Psylocke has grown in popularity over the years, she still isn't really a household name. But the Marvel rivals adding a lot of eyeballs to the character, the market has seen an uptick in interest. Even without that, when an awesome Psylocke cover hits the market, fans notice. Hence, this book, the highest available ratio cover on a run that's not likely to see a ton of LCS ordering 50 copies. That immediately made it more desirable for a subset of the fan base who loves rarity and Psylocke. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 9%, with a high sale of $57 for a raw near mint copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $55. Now, this is of course, you'll see a lot of different beautiful Psylocke covers. Many great artists, I think, did the different perspectives of her. This here is a very beautiful one. I love the use, once again, of the background, the use of negative space, the depth of field, it comes out really good. I love the artwork on this. But like any Psylocke cover, it's just that. It's just another Psylocke cover. I don't see her ever becoming a household name like most characters.
She has her trends. She has her, like you said, Marty, I think you hit it right on the head. Covers. Basically known for the covers. I can't tell you if any friend that I know has read an actual storyline. They're like, "Oh, look at this cover, though," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay." So it's like, I like the character and all that. I wish you would become more than a cover, and to be honest with you, but it's a nice cover. That's it. It's
sure.
a nice cover.
You want to talk about
rarity too. It's not bad.
You want to talk about confusing backstories. Psylocke's got a really confusing backstory. It's the Betsy Badrock. You got clones. You got twins. You got alternate dimensions and all this kind of stuff. One of the things that I do appreciate about Psylocke is that this Jim Lee costume, which is what she's wearing on this cover, first introduced by Jim Lee. It's iconic, and the most successful covers that sell featuring Psylocke feature this costume. So I think this cover is pretty darn cool, and I think that if you are a Psylocke fan, you better get it while you can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's barely selling above ratio, barely, which is kind of surprising given that we're talking about how most of these LCSs aren't going to be picking this up, or 50 copies of it, I should say. So for $57, it's not bad.
It's a cover, right? Once again,
it goes
one too. It's a cover.
Don't go broke,
cover
people. Seriously, don't go broke on this. Get it, put it in your collection, whatever. Read it, read it, and put it back in the box, and let's see where it goes. Don't go broke on it, people. Come on.
All right, number 8, Psylocke. Number 5, Ben Harvey Virgin variant, the 1 in 50 selling just above that at $57 for a raw near mint. 7-day trend of 9%. All right, what do we have next?
All right, now I'm back to me. Okay, I got number 7. Okay, Invincible. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm going off script, but I only know about Invincible from many of the comic talk shows and everything with my good friend Undisputed Frost. He told me about Invincible, and just everybody else has told me about. I watched only the first season. That's so far behind. So forgive me if I don't understand what's going on, or maybe I go, really, that happened? All right, so here we go. Number 7.
Marky, it's okay. That's me every day of my life, man. So you're good, okay?
I hear you. All righty. So Invincible, number 55, is number 7 on this week's top 10. This is a Jim Lee regular cover. Let's see. The top sale of this was a CGC 9.8 at $148 with a 7-day trend of 6% going up. So this came out from Image in June 2008, and a lot goes down on this issue. Mark and Eve take the next step in their relationship, while the fan base discovers, oh boy, you're going to hit me with, or get your bingo cards ready.
You got this.
Angstrom Levi?
Angstrom Levi.
Angstrom Levi. All right. Maybe I got a 2.1 on that. Is still alive. Oh, and Jim Lee did the cover, which we just discussed. The only Invincible cover to get the Lee treatment. It brings the Batman and Robin vibes with a lot more color. We tracked 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend at 6%, with a high sale of $148 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current raw near mint value, fair market value of $58. So yeah, the show, at least what I've seen so far, I got to catch up. A lot of things have happened, I know. So don't worry about spoiling it. I'll catch it up in any way. I don't know what's going on. Last time seen, Omni-Man beating the crap out of his son. That's it. That's all I remember. The last thing I seen on the show. Other than that, I really got nothing. But Jim Lee is awesome. I actually seen and met Jim Lee last year at Terrificon. It was good to see a couple of people there that I haven't seen in a very long time too. And so I got to see. Unfortunately, as Marty and were talking about in the beginning of the show, it's a lot different with cons than it is right now. I mean, literally, dude, I got the, hi, shake his hand, sign, move along. I'm like, damn, not even 2 words. Hi, how you doing?
Wow.
A cup of coffee. I had the 3 comics in my hand. He literally just went across his fence, and he signed Batman. I have that Hush #1, where he's like spread eagle on the rope. Yeah, guess where he signed it? Right on his crotch.
Oh no!
Oh yeah! I got it. I'll show it. I got it signed, and it came back a bag.
Signed right on the Jim Lee.
Right on the Jim Lee. Right on the Jim
No
Lee.
pun
I'm
intended.
Batman, no duh. So
Oh my
anyway,
God.
this Invincible one, yes, with Jim Lee's artwork. I mean, what's to say? He's Jim Lee. I love him. I think he's a great guy, and I love his artwork. And I like what he's doing and kind of what he's trying to do in DC. And hopefully, he continues a good trend there. But other than that, this is about Invincible. So I don't have anything else about this. I have not been up with the show. So please, someone take
No,
over.
Marky, listen to this. Like about a week ago, Lando, well, it was maybe 2 weeks ago, was giving me so much shit because I hadn't finished it. I was like, it's too violent. I don't want to do it. Long story short, I actually ended up binging the entire thing. And right before
There
we
you
went
go.
live tonight, I finished season 3.
I told you.
Wait a minute.
I
Did
was
you
telling
really?
that too, Laura. I was
Oh
telling
my
you. You
God,
gotta
I am
watch it. You
so
gotta watch
far
it.
Wow,
Once I got
good for
past the
you.
violence, you almost kind of become numb to it. Like at first, it was really disturbing to me, but then after a couple times, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
yeah. Then
You
start
did
focusing
good.
on
You
the
did
story.
really good.
I knew it was a violent book and everything of just
Yeah.
what everybody's been telling me, what Undisputed Frost told me, and that whole crew when they did their shows with everybody, just everything. It's like, oh wow, they're actually going to make a cartoon and probably get away with a couple of things here because it's a cartoon.
Yeah,
But
it was really, it ended really, really well. I'm glad I watched it. Like I started focusing, like I said, less on like the parts that I was like, oh, I don't like the violence, and more on the actual story. And the story's damn good.
The
It's
character
fantastic.
development is awesome. It
Yeah,
really is.
it's really good.
You really feel for Mark and Eve and all the characters. It's really good stuff.
right,
We're going to talk a lot about Invincible on this.
I see.
Yeah, stick
keep
around. We have a lot more Invincibles to come your way.
Yeah, don't go nowhere. We're getting off track. All right, number 7, Invincible number 51, Jim Lee, 9.8, $148, 7-day trend of 6%. What do we have next, Chris?
Speaking of Invincible, we got
Yeah,
Invincible
go
number 60. This is the Ryan Otley regular cover by Image Comics in 2009. Recent top sale for CGC 9.8 at $345. The Invincible War was incredible. But then Kirkman and Image did something special. They brought over some of the biggest names in Image Comics like Savage Dragon and Spawn and Witchblade and just so many others to beat the utter crap out of Invincible. The bad ones, that is, the bad Invincibles. They even had a quadruple folding cover that emphasized the move. We didn't quite get that same level of awesomeness on the show, partially because of IP protections and contracts. But it's still, we did have the Invincible War on the show, and it was awesome. And a lot of fans turned to this semi-key that was not that expensive until just recently. And that key, well, I mean, it's the Invincible War. There you go. We tracked 11 copies sold, 7-day growth trend, 9%, a high sale of $345 for a 9.8, and a average near mint raw fair market value of $124.
This is so cool. It was such a brilliant idea.
I love that. I love that. I love that they're doing that crossover, bringing in all those other characters like that. That's amazing.
I really liked the episodes that were dedicated to the Invincible War. It was, and I knew why they couldn't bring in Spawn and Savage Dragon and Witchblade and you know, all of the other Image comic characters. I understand why, but it was kind of sad to see, you know, a lot of these like these made up B characters that we're never going to see again, like, you know, Boss Baby and stuff like that. Like, what is that? You know, but it's kind of fun. The fun part of it also is to kind of figure out, you know, who do these weird, you know, semi-relatable characters that we've never seen before, who do they represent? Because each one of them represents somebody in the crossover, and there's a little bit of fun to that. So
yeah, and like I was just saying earlier, guys, I finally caught up with Invincible, so this is all starting to make a little bit more sense to me than the previous episodes. But yeah, it would have been cool if we could have saw the big key players. That would have been epic, absolutely epic. All right, number 6, Invincible number 60. We have a CGC 9.8, $345 on a 7-day trend of 9%. All right, Marty, we are back to you, and we are halfway there.
Man, I wonder what's next. It's got to be another Invincible, and it is Invincible number 71. Now, this is published by Image in March of 2010. The next event fans have their eyes peeled for is the Viltrumite War. Viltrumite War. It's, well, the only way to describe it, that it is absolutely insane, and, well, leave it there. Suffice to say, it's an epic event that Invincible fans have been dissecting for years. And like we often see with insane events within a run, a La Death in the Family, or Year One for Batman, or the first entry in the Born Again line for Daredevil, those debut issues typically see some added heat when adapted. There's no different for this book. A fan got their first glimpse of what was to come. We tracked 21 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 30% with a high sale of $175 for a CGC 9.8 copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $8. So very still attainable, right?
Yeah, definitely.
But if you're going to CGC 9.8, we're talking a huge 175, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a hell of a spec right there, huh?
It is. It is. And it's all with the show and how, obviously, since I am so far behind, obviously the show is doing good because the whole top 10 is being taken over by Invincible, and people want to read the actual book where they seen that episode or whatever happened.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. I love it. This is great for comics, especially for an independent title just as this, with a violent story to it too. So there you go.
I understand why there's this cult following with it. It's just it's really good. I wish Chris would have told me to watch it sooner. He didn't say
it's been it seems like too Invincible has been so underrated for a long time until the actual show came out. You know, it's all. But see, here's the thing, though. Too, even the Invincible books. I mean, they still, the key issues and stuff still came for a pretty good penny, right?
Yeah.
But we, regardless. So it's, in a sense, it's organic. We're just seeing a more bigger boost in sales right now because of the show.
Yeah, I said it last time I was on. I'm going to say it again. Do not sleep on Robert Kirkman originals, okay? If it's an original Robert Kirkman story, go ahead and grab issue number 1 because you're probably going to get some payoff. He had a huge success with the Walking Dead series.
Yeah.
The Invincible series is hugely successful. Hollywood is going to continue adapting his properties. Go buy Robert Kirkman number 1s.
Buy it.
Read the tea leaves, as you would say.
Go get everything. Go get everything.
And 71. 9.8, $175. 7-day trend of 30%. Marky, are you ready?
I'm ready. Here
we go.
Gee, I wonder what's next. Oh my God! Invincible Returns, number 1 from Image Comics in 2010. Gee, didn't see that one coming. Anyway, well, Conquest has come and gone, and fans are eagerly looking forward to the next big bad in the Invincible universe. Well, that comes in the, devilishly badass. Oh my God, you guys are hitting me.
Viltrumite.
Viltrumite. Whoo!
That's pretty good.
All right, got it. All right, don't discount me yet. All right, name Grand Regent Thrag. Damn. Anyway, his first appearance is in this book. And for the longest time, it's been a cheap key. If Conquest blew your socks off, you better hold on tight and your pants when Thrag makes his entrance. Boy, that didn't sound good. Anyway, on top of that, David Finch lends his talent to this cover. A rare but welcome sight. We tracked 10 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend at 91%, but the high sale of 200 for a CGC 9.8 copy with a current raw near mint value of fair market of $60. That's you get a 9.8, sell this damn thing, man. Don't hold on to it. Sell more and more.
Hold on. Marky, I have to disagree, okay? We're talking about Thrag. He's a key character in the series. He also looks like Freddie Mercury. You're going to want to hold on to this until the episode drops, then sell it, okay? Because he will double your money.
All right. No, I like that. I like that approach. I like that.
I don't know if it'll double, but I think it'll go up. I think it'll definitely go up when you see Thrag.
Huge fan of David Finch. Got an opportunity to meet him at one of conventions. We share the same barber, if you don't know. But he's no, I absolutely love his artwork, man. He's got some great stuff, especially his work on Wonder Woman 2. You can always tell his style, and absolutely love his artwork. But you know, I don't think this cover does him justice, to be honest with you.
It's not bad. I like the perspective. I think it's pretty well done. Yeah,
it's a nice book. It's a nice book to get. I mean, like I said, obviously the show is definitely doing what The Walking Dead did when everybody caught up and like, oh my God, this was a comic. Let me get them. Now they're going out, and it's just due, and it should deserve all its hype that it's getting, in my view.
And Conquest was amazing. Like that character, like I don't know, the whole thing. I was just blown away by it. So if you guys have not watched it, I would recommend it. And the bad thing is, don't judge me. I watched this whole thing with my 14-year-old son. I couldn't peel him away. He was so into it. Adam's like, "You're letting me watch this?" I'm like, "Yeah."
It's a cartoon. Don't worry about it. It's a cartoon.
It was a bonding experience.
It's
okay, yeah. Number 4, Invincible Returns. Number 1, David Finch regular, a 9.8, coming in at $200. 7-day trend of 91%. And Chris and I are going to keep an eye on this one. We're curious when the episode drops what we think. He's thinking like double. I'm thinking it'll probably go up.
It'll go to 350.
I think it's going to stay under 3, but we'll see. Time will tell.
Is it going to be based on basically how they portray him and what they show in that episode to make it go up, or they just know that he's good and it's just going to go boom?
Both.
Okay.
Both.
Yeah.
I would say both to that. I
think you're also going to get. I think between season 4 and 5. You're going to have mini seasons for Thrag and for Conquest. You're going to have dedicated stories for those two characters. That's what I'm predicting, based off of like the Critical Role Vox Machina cartoon that's on Amazon Prime, and kind of seeing the trend that Amazon is doing with these cartoons that they're exclusive to Prime. I think we're going to see some of these spinoffs that are similar to that. When we kind of saw that with Adam Eve. So
episode.
Yeah.
All right, very good. All right, Chris, what do we have next? Number 3.
I'm so happy to get this one. There is a soft spot in my heart for the old Golden and Silver Age World's Finest books, and while this cover doesn't have the fun campiness of those old Golden Silver Age World Finest books, the art is badass. So here we have.
You can't go wrong with Putri.
Oh yeah. Here we have Batman and Superman World's Finest number 37. This is the 1 in 25 Yasmin Putri variant, and we had a near mint raw sale recently for $60. That's a raw. Batman and Superman are icons of the industry. Oh, by the way, this came out in March 2025. Batman and Superman are icons of the industry, no doubt, and they've been mashed together for decades. But sometimes an artist nails it. And this book, this cover, this artist nails it. This book does something interesting and simple. How many times have we seen Batman dive into the darkness, fighting crime at ground level, and Superman soaring into the bright blue sky faster than a speeding bullet? The juxtaposition of the two is a sight to see, and Yasmin Putri killed it in this 1 in 25 ratio, catching the eye of the fan base. These are organic, demand-based sales. We tracked 12 copies sold, 7-day growth trend of 316%, with a high sale of $60 for a near mint raw copy, which is incredible. Man, look at this. You just got, not only do you have the north and south, the up and down for Superman and Batman, but look at the left and right, right? You have Superman going up into the sky. You have Batman going to the Dark City. There's just so much to
It's
appreciate
a
about
real
it.
nice cover.
And right in the
Beautiful,
middle,
yeah.
you have the sun setting, right in between the two figures.
Yeah.
So cool.
It is a beautiful cover. It's really well done. Definitely something for me to keep my eye off, and I'd love to have something like this.
I like his stuff. I always have, and like a lot of his older covers go for big money. So if you ever find Putri when you're digging around, a lot of them are ratios, and they are worth some good cash. My only thing with this is I wish that Superman's cape didn't go all the way down like that. I wish it had ended kind of like Batman's did. It's
kind of like
distracting.
it like that because he's going at super speed, so it's going to
Yeah.
be
Super speed.
streak.
Yeah. Super streak.
That's how that's a super streak. But I get what you're saying. But it kind of I just like the blend of the two cities in the background. You got Gotham
love
City
that
on
part
one
of it,
side,
yeah.
and then you got Metropolis on the other. And I think that was also cool too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Just the cape just looks kind of like a banner to me now. Like it
A
looks like
banner.
flag. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I wish he would have cut it short so we
Stop
could
the
see his legs.
rating! You're streaking it. I'll just leave it on the cover. It blends in. Don't worry about it. We gotta go. We're late for print.
Eat at Joe's or eat at Crab Shack, sign in the back right there going through the air.
Oh my God. Number 3, Batman Superman World's Finest, number 37, Yasmin Putri variant, 1 in 25, with a raw near mint coming in at $60. So way past ratio, 7-day trend of $316.
Damn.
Okay, we are back to Marty.
Tomate. So, look at
this
this. Number
ball.
2. Yes. The Last Boy, number 1. This is the Adam Hughes Virgin 1 in 25 ratio by Boom Studios, published in March of 2025. We were about due for a new Peter Pan story, and this one is just a bit different. Boom is nailing these retellings of classic stories, and they did it again with this book. Add the talent of Adam Hughes and possibly a scantily clad Tinkerbell, and fans are showing up big time, driving up the aftermarket price. We tracked 26 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend of 95% with a high sale of $140 for raw near mint copy and a current raw near mint fair market value of $123. And I absolutely see why. This is an absolutely beautiful cover. Adam Hughes always knocking it out of the park as usual. Huge fan. I one point I was just so Adam Hughes just nuts. I went and just try to get as many Adam Hughes covers I can find. So,
Catwoman's the Harley Quinn.
Oh my God. Yeah. All those classic
Wonder Woman
ones.
runs.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And this is an absolutely gorgeous cover, but if you look at the other cover, there's a Dan Panosian cover too. Absolutely beautiful. Well done. There's an Andrew Curry cover. There's a Bill.
The Andrew Curry one's badass with like
It's
the gold
gorgeous,
hook.
isn't it? Oh my
that's
God.
by far the best one if you ask me. But,
yeah. And so I think all of the covers are gorgeous too. I can see why this is selling for this much, being an Adam Hughes. Adam Hughes too seems to really retain his value when it comes to his covers.
Yes.
There are yeah. Go ahead, Mark.
It depends because we've all been fans of Adam Hughes, and even when I was talking to you, Marty, back in the day, we know his work. It's very hard to miss his work, but some of his last couple of covers here and there were okay. But the artwork, that style of Adam Hughes, you just know it. And this one, you definitely can see it. What I'm wondering about, what is she whispering in his ear? That's what I really like to know, inquiring minds. But anyway. It's one of those covers from Adam Hughes, and of course, a different take on this story. It looks like, and if I see this, I don't think I'm going to pay $140, but
right.
Yeah, whispering, "Pass me the bug spray. These things are huge." This is a pretty cool cover. Laura, I went ahead and brought up the other covers if you want to show those since we were talking about them.
All right.
There you go. You can kind of see
that one. That Andrew Curry one. Oh my God.
Yeah.
He uses pencils. That's all pencil work, you guys.
That's
cool.
nice too.
I'm
Curry one. I like that too. Yeah.
Personally, I kind of like the Bill Sinkovich one.
Sinkovich is gorgeous too. Yeah, really well
I
done.
really like that, especially in a Virgin, because you can kind of see the stuff going on here. So Peter Pan's been public domain since last January. So I'm not surprised that we're starting to get some new stories coming out.
Right.
But these are pretty cool covers, and definitely cool
Can you
to
click
see.
on the Curry for me, Chris? Will you go back up there and just the Andrew Curry? Just click on it so they can do the full effect
That's
of that
a
thing.
beauty. I like that.
When I saw this, I was like, "Holy hell!" Like that is just—it's
That's
such
sick.
an interesting take. Like,
Yeah.
they're looking up at the ship and that perspective and everything being being black and white, except for that hook.
The hook!
You know,
I didn't even notice the hook. Oh my god!
Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? Everything is
really
has
phenomenal.
that black and white shades of gray, and then you have that one color. You know, that thing
Look up
that
here at the top,
stands out.
though. Look up here at the top.
Yeah.
You got
Oh,
Peter Pan flying above.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that. Good eye, man. Good eye.
As much as I like the Adam Hughes, I'm with Laura on this one. This is really, really nice. And also, it's funny that you mentioned. Oh, sorry, I didn't even realize I had my camera. It's it's funny that you mentioned about public domain. I actually seen the horror film that they did on Peter Pan with the whole universe they're trying to make with all these fairy tales that are becoming public domain IP. And I've been suckered in with my nephew and a couple of friends that are just like watching badass, really bad horror films at a movie theater for $20. And the next one I'm doing is the Screamboat Willie. The Mickey Mouse one.
Wow.
Yes, that's coming out next week. So get ready. There might be more covers like this coming out and with other IPs. Who knows? But anyway,
interesting.
This is good. Yes, it's interesting stuff. It's fun to have IPs be free to everybody. You can do some really crazy stuff with them, man. I'll tell you.
Yeah, and this cover started a frenzy. I mean, I had people DMing all over social media because of like the demand for this Adam Hughes cover was insane. So I'm not shocked to see it here. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, I once now was this good talk or bad? Because I can see other people going the other way. It's like, well, did you have to make them so big? You know?
No, it was all good stuff. It was more so that they became scarce so fast. Like you're not going to get your hands on it for less than this now. It seems like there's really that demand, but not enough supply, which is, aftermarket stream.
Yeah.
So number 2, we had The Last Boy, number 1, Adam Hughes Virgin, 1 in 25, going for $140 for a near mint. 7-day trend of 95%. Last but not least, what do we have for number 1?
All right, for number 1. Hey, when did we just talk about this for runner-up? No, it's not the runner-up. All right, it's your number 1, your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man, number 1 that we just talked about at the beginning of your show. It came out this year, 2005. We covered this book a few last week, but it was swirling in controversy because that's a typo? Okay. Before it even came out. But once fans got down to sit in and digest it and read it, the majority looked past the negativity and realized it was a solid outing. Something that straddled with the old well. Sales warranted a second print, of course.
There it is, second print.
Second print, of course, the dreaded second print, and on to the third and fourth print and whatever they're going to go into. Marvel couldn't help but deliver an incredible homage to the first appearance of Spider-Man in Amazing Fantasy 15. New and old C. We track 9 copies sold at a 7-day growth trend at 156%. What the hell, people? Anyway, with a high sale of $200 for a raw near mint copy and a current near mint fair market value of $240. People, for Christ, damn! Save your goddamn buy it. Silver Age. I'm sorry, it's maybe a good story, but that is way too much. People, come on. We're in an economic repossession right now. You should $40 on this. Anyway, I have nothing else to say because I haven't read the book, but everybody loves Spider-Man. Everybody loves this cover. And no matter how many times they make different variants or ratios or whatever with this iconic Spider-Man scene, it's going to sell. No matter what, it could be the worst book in the world, and people will still pay $240 for it. So there you go. That's all my take on the whole thing.
That is what we call the Marky minute.
Yeah, a little half a minute,
a little half a minute.
Subtle, so subtle.
Hey, Laura, let me ask you, since you own a comic shop, when it comes to ratio second prints, well, which this is, right? What is your? It's a 1 in 25, so you have to be ordering what in order to get that? Was there a regular cover that you had to order 25 of in order to get the ratio for this?
Yes.
Okay.
Exactly that.
So, well, that's interesting. That could be why. I mean, you're seeing such a premium price. I mean, the original 1 in 25 is selling for $200. The second 1 in 25 selling for $200. I'm sorry, the original one selling for $15. The second one selling for $200 is insane. That's incredible. Yeah.
That caught me off guard when he read that. I thought maybe he said it wrong. I was like, oh my God.
No, I'm sorry I went off kilter and off script, but I was like, oh, come on, people. Come on.
You know, people are getting their tax returns. They have a little bit of extra money.
Whatever makes you all happy out there, I'm just saying that's a lot of cash for a book that's a second print that you don't know where it's going. You can use that. I can name a couple of good first appearance Silver Ages that you can take that money and that will always go up. That's just my take, and that's it. But have your Spider-Man, enjoy.
Go pick up G.I. Joe #1. I mean, you can do that for under $200.
So that was the last one for tonight, guys. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man #1, the second printing. Keep that in mind. It's very similar to the other one we showed tonight, so make sure you get the right one if you are going to hunt it down. It says it on the cover there right above the barcode, so be aware. Yeah. Raw near mint, $200, 7-day trend of 156%. So yeah, that was an interesting list. A lot of Invincible this week, which was no big surprise, but yeah, good stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I have to agree. You know, of course, I share the same viewpoint as Mark, you know, when it comes to this, because I don't know, call it, it goes back to, you know, loving the classics, man, of what we, you know, because they, you know, they always went up.
Don't get me wrong.
They always went up, you know?
Yep. I remember, I mean, I don't know how many times they reprinted it or they took a different series and did the exact sack with all the different characters, made a Deadpool cover out of it. Whatever they do with that scene, with that cover, it's going to sell no matter what.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that was an interesting discussion tonight. Let's do a quick round table before we go. And yes, this is one of the very few weeks in a while that we didn't have any Mark Spears. We'll see if he can get back on the list next week.
Yeah.
And his artwork is great too. I love his work.
I don't think he's cooling down. I think he just has so much going right now that a lot hasn't released recently, but I don't see him cooling down. I think you'll see him back on this list probably by next week. Chris, we'll start with you. Can you say your goodbyes?
Yeah. Hey, happy to sub in on Tuesday anytime. Laura, happy to do that. And Marky, good to meet you. And
yes, definitely. You too.
Glad to hang out.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, it was a great show. It was a good distraction, good disconnect from reality that's happening right now. And if you guys are getting your tax returns, why don't you drop it into a high yield bond with dividends instead of buying a $200 book that came out last week? Okay.
It's good advice. It's good advice. Marky, you are welcome back anytime. You just
I would like it. If I you know, like I said, like today, Marty caught me on a good day. So yeah, just message me. All I can tell you is I can't.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I just say it was great talking to you all and seeing everybody in the chat again. I got to remind myself that I'm a little rusty. It's been a while.
Yeah. It takes.
I also do some other stuff. I also do some Whatnot shows here, and I'm going to be involved with the Whatnot Car Show 6. This is the 6th year they're doing it. I sell hockey cards. I'm also going to have some of my comics in there. I have a Batman #4 Golden Age in there if anybody wants to be a little rich that day. Yes, so I think I'm the only one on Whatnot that has one. So take a look. Look me up. Same name.
All right.
You can't go wrong with it. So
amazing collections right there. This guy has amazing collections.
Well, it's all those years, many years when I was just a little marky.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely follow. Oh, you're on IG too, right?
Yes, I'm on IG. I'm under Marquee, as in Key, because someone took my name. I don't know who, but I'm gonna try to throw him a 20. Give me that back. Anyway, so it's Marquee316 on Instagram, and yeah, you'll see everybody that I'm affiliated. Or you see my crazy stuff that I post, whatever it is. A lot of heavy metal music, so get used to it. That's just a common thing with me.
Sounds good. Sounds
So
good.
there you go. But it was
Yeah, we're
great
gonna have
seeing you
you
all
back.
and talking some comics, getting my mind off some things.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Last but not least, Marty.
Yeah, man. I mean, Marky, what a great honor to have you on the show as always, man.
He's
And
fun.
you know,
I like him.
he is definitely why I always had him as one of my panel members back in the days when I used to do mine. He was always
There was
great.
many
you know?
others besides me, and I'm just some crazy New York guy. That's it.
Yeah. Well, and speaking of that, I was big shout out to my boys, the New York Warriors, Big E's, you know,
Can't forget
Manny,
those guys.
all those wonderful guys that are out there. Huge shout out to you guys. You know,
Still
miss
going.
you guys.
Still
Still
going.
going. Still going.
Home of the New York Warriors. Check it out on YouTube. They still do shows here and there and everything like that. Auctions and stuff. You know, check them out. They're my boys. They're my friends for life.
And Chris, as always, great. Thank you for subbing in, man. It was great to have you again. Great to see you, man. I know you were
Great meeting
you were
you
definitely
too.
missed last week, man. Definitely missed last week. Laura, I can't have a Tuesday show without my lady Laura. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Gotta support my
Aw,
lady.
thanks.
You know, so and guys in the chat, thank you for joining us as always. It's fun. I was reading the comments as the show was going on, as we were doing our readings. It's some really funny comments in there. I really enjoy it. Puts a smile on my face but nevertheless, may the comic gods and the spirit of our friend TiVo continue to bless your long boxes and fill them with golden, silver, moderns, bronze, coppers. Excelsior.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell icon.
Good night, guys.
For the entire crew, this is TiVo saying keep digging in them long boxes. Peace out.